If you have any questions that you want answered during the holy month of Ramadan, all you have to do is to send us a text on the following numbers: AfriCell on 2020 200, QCell 3030 300, Chromium 60 60 600, or on the Gumcell line on 999 0909. Your questions answered this Ramadan on GRTS.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Women's Magazine, a program that looks closely at issues affecting women, their achievements and contributions towards national development. In tonight's edition of the program, we'll bring you a forum organized by the West African Women Association, which seeks to disseminate a gender dimension project in line with the ECOWAS protocol on the free movement of people and goods within the sub-region. I am Fatoumata Simaha.
The West African Women Association, or WAWA in short, is a non-governmental organization with its presence in all 15 ECOWAS member states. The regional body headquartered in Dakar, Senegal, is established in pursuant of the decision made by ECOWAS heads of states and governments in May 1983 to mobilize and support women in social advocacy as well as the integration process of the continent. For the president of the Banjul branch of WAWA, Mamse Njai, their main preoccupation is to develop and maintain platform of integrating ECOWAS member states.
The 1970s economic crisis and negatively impact on the lives of women. It made them to turn more on cross-border trading to feed their families. The women actors in the cross-border trading do not have good knowledge of the legal text governing the free movement of population and goods signed by the governments and think that regional integration is a concept devoid of meaning. They also suffer harassment and despite from the officers of the policy security forces. Transported in spite of the mainly bilateral and multilateral agreements signed among ECOWAS 15 member states, also suffer from the legal decent treatment from the security forces and the customs, since most police officers, customs officers and gendarmes do not know the ECOWAS treaties and give priority to their local legislation. Based on what have been highlighted above, the West African Women Association in collaboration with the Gambia chapter organized this one-day workshop in order to inform the stakeholders on the project progress, results and lessons learned. To draw up recommendations and action towards governments, regional integration institutes, and other key holders, aiming to facilitate the free movement of women cross-border traders in the framework of the ECOWAS protocol. I would like to urge you all, during your deliberation, to come up with tangible recommendations for the free movement of people and goods and services in the ECOWAS sub-region.
The Spanish delegate to the Gambia explained at the forum that his government's vision is to build a new generation of empowered and independent women who are well informed on issues of economic and financial management to contribute to the growth and development of women in the Gambia, West Africa, and the diaspora.
My country is also a country that is very much involved in West Africa. The commitment of Spain in West Africa is unbreakable. Even in these very difficult times, economical times in my country, we are still supporting West Africa. For us, West Africa is a priority, and it's a priority that we're never going to get away from. From that point of view, we especially support everything that has to do with migration in the area of West Africa. We want, following the leadership of the President of the Gambia, His Excellency Yahya Jammeh, to make sure that the people of this country and the people of the region, for this matter, do not risk their lives in the high seas trying to go to Europe, to somewhere they're not going to find freedom and they're not going to find what they're looking for. We want them to stay around and be able to create a stronger and more developed Africa. From that point of view, we're also very much aware that for women, the movement within the different countries, which is already difficult for everybody, if you're a woman, we're very much aware that it is a little bit more difficult. So we need to work in that sense. So Spain has decided to allocate 2 million euros for the regional projects in ECOWAS. We have allocated those 2 million specifically for civil society projects. And thus, we have a number of projects already going on in different countries, particularly in Senegal, where there are already 8 projects related to free movement within the ECOWAS region. I want to salute the initiative of WAWA. They're doing an excellent job. We are very proud to be able to participate and to help them. We hope that the Gambia will also participate strongly in these movements with different projects, and we hope that this will help somehow to integrate the region, to make a stronger Africa and to make a stronger West Africa.
Uniting us here in the Gambia is the fruit of numerous efforts between WAWA and ECOWAS to face the challenges of the effective application of the free movement of people and goods within the regional space. In fact, after a long selection process of institutional capacity analysis, the ECOWAS, with the funding from the Spanish funds, took the initiative to implicate the civil society in the work of social mobilization needed for the dissemination of the protocol signed since 1975 by ECOWAS and then later in 1994 by WAMU. It's also an opportunity for me to take pride in this new approach of the ECOWAS since its major reform in 2005. Also, for WAWA, such actions have a significant meaning when we all know that time has come for massive unification. To be more precise, this decision from ECOWAS to put WAWA in charge of this important activity within our meridional space, meaning Senegambia and Mali, it shows its will to reach the grassroots. And it's obvious that our sub-region, and I want to say the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and Guinea, we share the same cultures, the same languages, the same religions, and the same traditions. So we are all one people that cannot be divided. And despite all, the independence era of the 60s left us with borders. But fortunately, those borders could not divide us people. And in this project, WAWA aims to regretfully stress the numerous problems and blocking factors to the implementation of the protocol